How is the tour with Andre Matos going?
It's very cool. I mean, Andre's been a friend of mine for like 10 years to be on tour with him. He's very good, he's got a lot of fans, and well, we're having a blast. It's a very great tour. It's very easy going. Everybody on the tour is really nice, and there's a very good atmosphere on the tour.
Okay. So Edguy is originally a speed melodic metal band. And it's a style that has been made fun of because of its optimistic and inane, corny side. So how do you look at this scene and its evolution yourself?
Well, it's really hard to say. I don't actually know what we were really considered. We started out being like a hard rock band, then we turned into some what people call melodic power metal band, although I don't like the expression, because if you say something is power metal, that means all the other kinds of metal are not powerful. So I don't really get that. But you know, it's just we've always been doing whatever we wanted to do, and sometimes we have the feeling that we should write a more fast song, and sometimes we have the feeling to write more mid-paced stuff, which is not, it's never really a direction that we're heading into. It's just, I think, on our last album and the album before, we did a couple of songs that we wouldn't have done like that in the past. So that means probably we had some different ideas this time, and also I think there's so many things that have been said in that what people call melodic speed metal, optimistic thing. I like optimistic music because I don't think there's any point in complaining, because it doesn't change things for the better. So it's just, I mean, I'm a positive person myself, and I think all the guys in the band are as well, and that's why I like that positive kind of music. But I think in that European speed metal genre, a lot of things have already been said. So for us it was time to try different things, which doesn't mean that we're moving away from it. It just means that whatever we want to explore, we do it without thinking twice about it, no matter if it's fashionable or popular or not. I can't even tell if this kind of music is pretty big at the moment or it is not. It doesn't really affect us. Whatever is good is good. It can be a good Bryan Adams song, and it can be a good Eagle Fly Free from Halloween. I don't really make a difference.
Okay. Every Edguy album has been different from the, let's say, Mandrake, and Tinnitus Sanctus is more hard rock than Rocket Ride, but I think it's also a great synthesis, a great sum up of Edguy. Do you agree with that, and was it intended or not?
It was not really intended. I think it was we were, as I said, we were doing whatever we wanted to do, and I think it sums up our past and whatever we've done. It's just, you know, the next step. We have moved forward in terms of arrangements and in terms of production, playing wise as well. And I think songs like, if you for example take a song like let's take a song like Pride of Creation. It would have probably sounded like Arrows Fly on Theater of Salvation, or Golden Dawn on Mandrake. But I think this is just, it shows us that there are no boundaries and no limitations. We just wrote that it kind of pretends it is a speed metal song, and then it moves through all different kinds of music styles. And that's, I think, a very exciting thing. Some people, I think, have a hard time labeling our music, and that's why some people are a little bit irritated and say, no, it's too heavy for hard rock, but it's not really speed metal, and it's not, you know, I don't know what it is. It's a summary of whatever we've done, and plus some new influence, I think.
Okay. And what would be the next step of this evolution for the next album?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's whatever. Whenever it comes time to write a new album, we're gonna go in the studio and see what comes out. I can definitely guarantee it's not gonna be a jazz album, and we're gonna have heavy and distorted guitars on that one, and good melodies, I hope.
Okay, so Edguy's performances are always huge. The atmosphere is very friendly, very relaxed, and you all seem to have the biggest fun on stage. So why have you never released a real live DVD? You released a live CD, but never.
We've shot a couple of DVDs so far, and it always went wrong. Always something was always fucked up. And we've done like I think, I don't know, 500 shows, 400 shows now with that band. And but in April, I can say the first official live DVD is gonna come out. It was shot in 2006 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. and this is going to be the first real high quality DVD. Whatever, I mean, it took very long, but I think it was worth the wait. It's good quality, so.
Okay.
April. You're gonna mark that in your calendar and then you're gonna buy it.
Okay, so let's talk about Avantasia now, if you will. There are striking similarities between the evolution of Avantasia and Edguy, because now Edguy is more hard rock, and now Avantasia is always also hard rock. So how do you compose for Avantasia? Is it the same process for both bands, or?
It's a different process. I wouldn't say it's more hard rock. I think it's more. Both projects have become more colorful. I mean, we dare to do. Let me put it this way. I think when we started out, we wanted to make sure that we had the style, one style. You know, we wanted. I don't know if we wanted to be, like I said, that traditional heavy metal Halloween kind of band. But that was exactly the style that we were playing. And I think now we dare to do more things, no matter what people think. I mean, in the past, if we would have come up with a song like, for example, for Avantasia, Lost in Space, I would have probably liked it, but I wouldn't have dared to do it. And now I got the confidence, the self-confidence to do those kinds of things. With Edguy, it's the same. I think it's really pretty closely connected to the way we have developed as human beings. We just dare to do whatever we want to do without thinking about, oh, will the Japanese fans like it? Will they hate it? You know, I just can hope they like it.
A lot of people said that Avantasia is just the same thing as Edguy, because there are many riffs that, no riff, but there is a lot of similarities, and they accuse you to do really the same thing on Edguy as in Avantasia.
Well, you know, I mean, when we did the Metal Opera Part 1, I mean, if you compare that album to Theater of Salvation, you could accuse me of the same thing. I think that's pretty much related to. I mean, I'm the same person. It's the same main composer and main singer. So that's definitely very naturally happening. With Avantasia, there's a difference. That, you know, whenever I compose, I don't have to make sure that I have to be able to sing the stuff. For example, the Alice Cooper song, you know, it was a song that, you know, I mean, you got more freedom in a way, because you can just say, okay, who would be cool for that song? Oh, that's an Alice Cooper track. Let's you know, ask Alice Cooper to sing it. And on the other hand, when I got a funny idea, I would not put a track like "Aren't You a Little Pervert" 2 on an Avantasia album, but I can't do that with Edguy, because we can do everything. You know, people will hate it anyway.
Okay.